Stop getting the wrong advice. Ensure you get the right skills for the right job for jobs in the Middle East. Contact Loy Macedo.
Oh, today it's hot. Okay, today's video you'll have something about UAE market update, UAE jobs, few vacancies, experiences with some clients whom I've taken permission to speak about, and basic stuff, here and there. So anyway, let's just go on with it. Okay, first things first is UAE job market. I've been busy. I can only tell you this much. I've been busy. People have been preparing for interviews. They pay me for it. I prepare them for interviews so that when they speak, they say what is required. Whether it is focusing on voice modulation, whether it is eye contact, whether it is mannerisms, whether it's speech structure, whether it's timing, duration, sellability, poise, manner, tone. We focus on all these areas. So the goal is to make sure that they are given the opportunity to get the job, because once after, as it is, getting called for an interview is a miracle. So after you get called for an interview, you need to nail the job. Otherwise, you're going to be in problems. So I've been busy with that. Second thing is, resume is, I don't know, resume, the business has been not so great, but personal branding, it has grown. People now want to focus on a long-term perspective of how to market and sell their brand, how to earn money online. That's the trend right now. So for me, that is actually good, because when you're talking about personal branding, the money is more, the duration is more. So it's like, if I were to get resume services, I would need like 15 in a month. But if I get personal branding, I need just one, So, and with that one, I can focus more on creating content. That is these YouTube videos. And so, yeah, there's a trade-off. So more people are focusing on personal branding. Now, I got this question, which I thought I'll answer. What do you do after you're terminated and now you're searching for a job, but your career or the job profile is no longer in demand? For example, cabin crew. You worked in cabin crew for 10 years and now that job is no longer in demand. And you're used to a good salary, a good lifestyle, travel, association with a luxury brand, like Emirates or Etihad or Qatar. What do you do? And then if not that, let's say you're an engineer or you're a technical person, but you're only related to aviation, or let's say software only related to aviation, or customer service or admin only related to aviation. What do you do? I've been getting plenty of these kinds of people also taking my consulting advice. Although each one differs as to the direction they should take, the generic kind of cookie cutter means one size fits all advice that I can give you is, you need to take a lot of, you need to put a lot of thought. You need to really sit down and think what you're going to do next. It is absolutely not a quick fix solution. It's not like, okay, I'll run a business now. Okay, I'll do this. Okay, I'll do that. No, it doesn't work out so easily, okay? And it's not something that you just say, okay, I'm going to try. Like I spoke to this guy. He is not high profile, he is mid. I asked him what were the other options, because he was my client, we were speaking. Off the bat, he gave me admin, customer service, project management, sales, coordination. I mean, he gave list of 10, 11 different categories. So I asked him, from where did you get this? So he told me, yeah, I was looking around and I saw these are the things I can do. So we began our session. After we began our session, he was a little dumbstruck because the questions I asked him specifically, he was not able to answer. See, what you need to keep in mind is when the employer is taking your interview, he has his best interest in mind. And he's not a dumb fuck. If he is your employer or he's your boss, means he's smarter than you. He has been in the industry for long. He has handled people like you. You are not smarter than him, although you'd like to believe that. You may be good at your job, but he's good, absolutely good at his job. And given the fact that he's paying you, he's financially more smarter because he knows how to generate it. So for you to try to bluff or just say, okay, I can do this. See, anyone can do anything they want. Question is, why should someone pay you top dollar or top dirham or top whatever for a job you don't have any experience but you can do? And the trickiest part is you don't have any track record. On top of that, you're not a student. You are a mid-level executive. So without experience, they're not going to pay you the same salary. They'll give you a junior level salary. So you'll have to start from scratch. So now the question is, what do you do? So that is where, these sessions that I have with my clients is not, okay, we'll do sales, man. Come on, let's make your CV sales. Okay, we'll do admin. Come on, let's bullshit about admin. Oh, let's put some fancy numbers, People are not stupid. You can't fool people, man. You just cannot fool people. Okay? For me, why I can relate to this is because in 2011, when I lost everything, I came to Dubai and I had to start from zero. Now, obviously, I knew I couldn't go into corporate world because of my tattoos. I knew that I didn't have any specific experience because I had experienced one industry, experienced another industry. It was just marketing, sales, admin. It was just broken all over. On top of that, I didn't have a spectacular record. So what was I going to do? Who was I going to apply with? So it was a really tough call. So I literally dabbled in so many different things. I tried conducting trainings. I tried holding seminars. I tried doing events. I tried being an assistant DJ. I tried doing, into events. Even with conferences. I tried being an assistant. I tried being, senior level manager, a marketing manager. I tried my hand on selling online. So it's not that I didn't try all this. I tried all this. See, lucky for me was I had my girlfriend who was there to support me. Okay, others I wouldn't have been able to do this. And plus, I had a visa. Plus, I had a couple of contacts and connections. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been possible because every day money was going, Money was just declining and it was becoming hard to survive. So I did this I would say I was literally trying every single day for 2 years. Imagine that, 2 years. Trying this, okay, not working. Trying that, not working. And I knew I had a ticking time bomb. That was my age. Because the older you get, the more harder it's going to get for you. And right now in the market, it is a very volatile situation because every day more and more people are losing their jobs. Every day more and more people are getting desperate. Every day, people are breaking down more and more. And now they're not asking the big salaries. They're asking, okay, give me, 80% less. Give me, even I have known people asking 50% less. They have to, how do you survive in a market filled with too many people looking out for jobs? You have to survive, right? So yeah, when I sit down with these guys, I have to evaluate. And look, people are giving me their hard-earned money. I have to, do justice to it. I might talk shit, I might talk crap, and might have the fun stuff online. But where work is concerned, you have to be very serious because it's money. It's not a game. So I evaluate each and every guy based on his profile, based on what he can do, based on what the market wants, based on the industry, based on the region. Quite a number of factors come into play. Evaluate everything and finally, reach a definitive solution. Now, one thing I'll tell you is the solution is not like guaranteed and ironclad. It's not like, okay, I took the solution, this 100% is going to work. But I can tell you one thing is the analysis and the thought that goes into making their profile is, number one, is much better than what they had created. Number two is gives them a greater chance of success. And number three is the success rate has been quite high. Have there been failures? Oh yes, of course, man. There have been failures. I mean, I can't control someone else's actions or someone else's environment. Let's say, for example, the guy, we have done everything for his profile and everything, and he got a job, but he couldn't stick to it. Who's to blame? The guy tried. See, there is a client who I have. He's never consistent. He'll apply for 2-3 jobs, then he'll, laze around, then he'll try something else, then he'll stop, then he'll try business, then he'll stop. I mean, how can I change that? So, you get lots of people, it takes a lot of people. Then there are others also who have succeeded, got the job, but then they ended up having a bad fight with the employer or the manager, or they couldn't get along with the environment. I can't control all this. So the point I'm trying to tell you is there are ups and downs. But given the fact that a lot of thought, analysis and research has gone, the chances of success are much more. But it's not going to be like, you paid 100% success. No, if you follow the game plan, you will achieve success much better than what you did by yourself. But is it going to happen, after 1 week, after 3 days? No, that's all bullshit. I don't give that. And anyone who gives you that is taking you for a ride. Then, the common factor that people with their egos and people with their, you don't know how many years I did this, I did that. Or your past doesn't equate your present and will not mean the future. Age is catching up, so shut the fuck up. And then you have people who believe that they can, the market is going to get back to normal. I'll take rest for some time. You take rest. We'll see what is going to happen. If you have the money, take rest. That's what I tell people. So that's the common situation in UAE right now. I told you, the economy is moving. There are jobs. It's not that there are not jobs. Only thing is going to be very, very competitive. Very competitive. The employees are going to be very cautious. Every penny is going to be evaluated. They're going to go on a shoestring budget. And they only want the best. They don't want just any... before it was, random guys. Okay, come, chal, just give you a job. I know people who are earning commissions of $20,000, $30,000. I mean, their personality could be as messed up as a soiled diaper. Such a horrible personality. You look at them, you'll wonder, like, who would even give them a job? And those kind of people were earning commissions of $20,000, $30,000. Now, even people who are dynamic and smart and happening, they are finding it hard to survive and sustain. So see, those who have to make money are making money. So keep that much in mind. And apart from that, just busy with work. I was supposed to put the vacancies. I was supposed to put the vacancies and share it with everyone. The thing is, those vacancies got filled up very fast. When I shared it with the clients, pay me money. Lloyd, do you have a bunch of CVs, or do you have the right candidates for this job? I forward them the CVs that I've received or in a database, give it to them. People who have given me the permission to share. So from that list only, they managed to get someone. So it doesn't make any sense me posting it online and saying vacancies, more jobs. So within the network only, people are getting. So if you are still not getting even after giving a CV, means either your CV is messed up. See, the first step is, if nobody calls you, that means your CV is messed up. If they call you for the interview and then you don't get it, means your interview skills are messed up. And if after that you get the job and you're not able to hold it, means there's something wrong with you in terms of that work, the job profile. So yeah, this is today's session and this is today's update. Last if not the least, I'll just leave you with this, because some people have been asking about UAE and Israel. They're saying that is peace process. Israel has to make peace with Palestine. That is the peace problem. That is the Middle East problem. Israel's peace with Palestine. Israel never had a problem with UAE. So what sense does it make? UAE makes peace with Israel when Israel has to make peace with Palestine. So can you explain the sense to me? It's like, I have a problem with my wife. Okay, we are broken up. But instead of we both, mending our relationship, one other girl comes and says, okay, I'll not be angry with you anymore. How does it help my relationship with my wife? People need to use common sense, man. Alright, so this is what I had to share with you. Let me know your thoughts. Once again, this is me signing off. Take care.
Stop getting the wrong advice. Ensure you get the right skills for the right job for jobs in the Middle East. Contact Loy Macedo.